Hello, Internet. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. Major League Baseball. Who has punched their ticket to the postseason? My name is Darren. That is AJ. And this is the DNA Sports Recap.
Roll the intro.
If you are part of the 95% of our audience that is not subscribed, please consider doing so. Thank you.
Hey, Darren, let's pivot on over to Major League Baseball.
Sounds like a good plan, man.
Excellent.
Let's do it. You know what we should really do on Major League Baseball?
Oh, the ball.
Yeah, that lasted 5 seconds.
Man down.
See, this is why I have a Dodger hat there, people. The baseball rolls. The Dodger hat doesn't roll. Notice how the hat's not moving.
Go Braves.
What I want to talk about on Major League Baseball is, first of all, again, really appreciate all the engagement we've had so far on our Major League Baseball content. For our local Utah channel to have most of what people watch on us is Major League Baseball. Really appreciate it, guys. Continue this support. We love it. And
we love the comments. We love the trash talk back and forth. You guys can say, just be ready. We're going to fire back.
That's right. We bring our facts to the fight here at the show. We definitely do. So the point of, let's go ahead and talk about who's hot, who's not in Major League Baseball. Now, again, the last week we talked about the San Diego Padres, how they went 9 out of their last 10. They won 9 out of the last 10.
Yeah.
Well, as of last night or this morning, they've officially been eliminated from postseason baseball. So
they were doing so good.
They were doing so good. 2 teams that have actually clinched their division. Well, actually, now it's 3 teams. Forgive me. It's now 3 teams. The Los Angeles Dodgers, the Milwaukee Brewers, and the Atlanta Braves. All 3 National League teams. First place team has clinched their division. We only have 1 wild card clinch, which is the Philadelphia Phillies. So good luck with that one, my friend.
Go Braves.
Those would not be the team I want to face first round. So.
Right.
So good luck with that.
Nightmare.
Next, we have back east, as far as those who clinched their division, the only team who has done that is, believe it or not, the Minnesota Twins. 2 other teams that have clinched the playoff berth we talked about last week is the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. So those are people who are in. The new teams that are out, that have been eliminated, have been the Detroit Tigers, the Cleveland Indians, and also the San Diego Padres. And the San Francisco Giants have all been eliminated from postseason play. There's a lot of fun stuff coming down the stretch, though. So let's go ahead and take a look at the wildcard standings right now. You have the Houston Astros, the Seattle Mariners, and the Toronto Blue Jays. Right now, those are 3 teams that are in the hunt. So basically, Toronto has a 1-game lead, Houston has the 3rd position, and Seattle's only a half game back.
Wow, that's a super close race.
That's going to be fun to watch, to see who comes out of there, because, again, Texas can win the division or Houston can win their division. So either one of those teams are probably going to slide into a potential playoff spot still with the wild card. And if that happens, then we're going to be dealing with Max Scherzer versus Justin Verlander in the first round of postseason baseball.
Dude, how legendary would that be?
Both teams on the Mets. On the National League side, we have the Arizona, we have Philadelphia, who's clinched a playoff spot, who will be in the wildcard game. You have Arizona that has a 2-game lead. The Cubs and the Marlins are tied for the 3rd spot. And then you got the Cincinnati Reds, who are a game and a half out. And again, San Diego has officially been eliminated. They're 4 games out. They have 4 teams in front of them. There's just no way. So they're done. NL wildcard, AL wildcard, both gonna be fun to watch down the stretch coming into this. Nice little fun sprint to the end there. Still some division races up in the air. The AL West, which has typically over the last 10 years been given to the Houston Astros. Now it looks like that they are fighting for a playoff spot, just a wild card spot. So I think that's, fascinating stuff.
Crazy change of pace there, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we did mention it a little bit last week where we talked about the Tampa Bay Rays have inked in a deal to build a new stadium. And it's something we've covered on the channel a lot. The fact that they were one of the teams that were more likely to relocate due to the fact that no one's going to their games. They're one of the best teams in the American League and no one goes to any of their games. They were potentially one of the ones that could potentially relocate. That has no longer been the case as of the 19th. The Tampa Bay Rays announced that they are putting the finishing touches on a plan for a new 30,000 seat ballpark in St. Petersburg, part of a $6.5 billion development project that includes affordable housing, retails, restaurants, Black History Museum, and all that fun stuff. So
crazy, because that's pretty similar to what the proposed stadium is for Utah. It's a whole renovation area of a whole district. The proposed plan for Utah is kind of like that very similar thing. So that's kind of funny that the Rays kind of followed those footsteps.
Absolutely. And we're definitely going to get into that because we definitely need to talk about that because there's new news about that came out as well. So
excellent.
Definitely dive into that. But so as far as this goes, this kind of takes the Tampa Bay Rays off of relocation talks, basically. So that team's going to pretty much be staying where it is. Not necessarily. It's actually further south than where it is, but it's still in St. Petersburg. So here's my problem with this. Okay, you're spending $6.5 billion to develop this location, but you still have the underlying problem that you already had with your stadium in the first place. Is that they have to cross that ridiculous bridge.
Nobody wants to go.
No, and it's not in Tampa Bay.
Right.
This is a massive bridge that runs over to get to St. Petersburg, and it's further south than where the current stadium is. So yeah, I mean, I love all the new stuff. I love the brand new stadium. I love the restaurants and making it more desirable to be there, and all the housing and everything they're going to do there. I think all that's great, but they're not fixing the same problem they already have, is that it's just not a great place to go watch a game. Baseball has been a sport that's been able to sell tickets to people who don't care about baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been attractive for just the atmosphere that comes with going to a Major League Baseball game.
You go to the Florida Marlins game, you go to a Diamondbacks game, there's a pool in center field that you can swim in. In a lot of games, there's kids play areas, there's rides, there's attractions, there's bars, there's restaurants. They could do a great job in baseball, get people to the ballpark who don't care about the game. In this case, you're doing the exact opposite by building a stadium further away than your current one is. Yeah, it's nice and shiny.
Already nobody wants to go to.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand this. Like, where am I missing this? Tell me where I'm missing this.
I don't think you are.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you. They probably got a great deal on the land and decided that we can keep the team here. We can afford it.
So that kind of takes away them as a relocation team. But this is actually good news for Salt Lake City fans who are expecting to see a Major League Baseball team here.
Why is that?
So what it's done is it's eliminated the relocation team. So now both teams that will need to be relocated are now settled. The Oakland A's have settled. They're moving to Las Vegas. The Tampa Bay Rays are staying exactly where they are with their new stadium. Those were the two variables for the commissioner of baseball to expand the league.
Right.
So now he's going to be in expansion mode. There's two teams that he needs to put, one in National League, one in the American League, right? And the top three cities are Nashville, Portland, and Salt Lake City. Buster Olney said on a podcast probably about a week ago, almost a little less than a week ago, that if he said, okay, well, if I had to pick a team, one of them is going to Nashville. That's the odds-on favorite. Nashville's getting one. And he's like, where would the other one go? And he's like, I pick Salt Lake City. If I was to pick one, and that's Buster Olney. That's a MLB insider. That's the guy that's in with the league offices. He knows what he's talking about there. So the fact that he's saying the odds are the next team to go would be for Salt Lake City, I think that's huge.
And can I just say how much I want a Major League Baseball team here?
Yeah, it'd be another
major sport.
Yeah.
Love to go check out some games. But Salt Lake City is a very attractive market. You know what I mean? We've got the Jazz.
We also have the MLS soccer team, Real Salt Lake, one of MLS Cup. Buster Olney said that he heard the baseball executives want a new franchise in the Western states to even out the geography in the U.S. That's Utah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's literally the heart of the West. You got to go through I-80. Where the stadium's going is it's in close proximity. Not to mention you've got like the UTA Trax line that can get you in and out of the stadium quickly. Like they picked a perfect location, easy to get to for people traveling from out of town. I mean, they've got all the tools. You know, we just need to get that go ahead so we can actually get a stadium here.
Absolutely, and I love the plan for it. I love it in the Power District where it's at. We'll go ahead and throw up another rendering if you're watching this on YouTube. I think it's super awesome. Again, more information, great information about potential of the Larry Miller Group bringing Major League Baseball here to Salt Lake City. So super fantastic.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
If you were watching this on YouTube, the full episode is available on YouTube. Just go to the playlist, which will be linked on that side of the screen at the end of the video for the full episode of everything we talked about this week. If you'd like to listen to it as a podcast, it is available as a podcast, and it can be found wherever podcasts are available.
Yep. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like it, make sure you share it, and make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button.
Absolutely. Once again, folks, my name is Darren. That is AJ. And this has been the DNA Sports Recap.
Till next time.